Hey guys, it's me, the guys with the 5 eyes that you see. I said, hey guys, like I was some other kind of YouTuber. But I'm back after a while because I was doing things and I got distracted being down here in Orlando. But anyways, so pretty sure you guys are familiar with the channel. You've seen that I've been talking about the Fresh and Fit podcast every now and then when something kind of crazy tends to be going on. And my thought at first was that eventually women were going to give the show its first bumps and bruises. That's what I had assumed at first. But now, ironically, it actually is other men. And who are these guys? They are Abba and Preach from, I guess, the Abba and Preach channel. So anyways, the beef is the guys on Fresh and Fit basically was they were clowning Preach about his wife and his country or whatever, Haiti and stuff. And let's see, what did Fresh? I think it was either Fresh. No, I think Myron or whatever his name is called his wife a beluga whale or some shit like that. It was really insulting. But I'm gonna read you here an article from hitc.com. And we'll get a better sense of what's going on. So on August 17th, YouTube users cannot stop talking about Fresh and Fit versus Abba and Preach, as the drama between the two channels ignited because of a comment made about Eric Preach's wife. Since both channels makes different content, their feud came as a surprise to me. It wasn't really a surprise to me though, because Abba and Preach tend to be more practical about the content that they talk about. And when Abba went on the show, I mean, he was just cooler compared to them, just more relaxed and vibed out. And it seemed like the ladies were listening to what he had to say more because he wasn't going on crazy with it. But as it says here, Abba and Preach channel makes reaction videos, while Fresh and Fit's page focuses mainly on female psychology and dating among other categories. And for the most part, and I've said time and time again, it's not good dating policy unless you want to know how to deal with sluts your whole life. That's just what they do. They know that's what their audience, ideally, that's what the guys, that's who they want to smash. And, basically they just use people's insecurities for money, But it makes sense. The drama between the two crews took place when Abba and Preach reacted to a video of Fresh and Fit opening up about their thoughts on prostitution. Fresh and Fit thought Abba and Preach were having a go at them in the video and decided to react the same. The former explained how they worked harder than Abba and Preach and would be able to clock millions of views soon, despite stirring their channel after them. And see, that's the whole thing about Fresh and Fit. They really do not understand they're still niche. They have a big following, but that's mainly because of they need hoes for people to give a shit about their platform, which makes sense again because they talk about dating and stuff. But it's like nothing about those guys really is special to the point where it's if the women were on the show and they were talking about other stuff, they got nothing going for them, and Abba and Preach, they talk about more things and they do have more exciting videos. I'm not particularly a fan of them, but I'm rocking with their style more though. Meanwhile, Fresh and Fit also referred to Eric Weiss as a beluga whale. Yes, confirmed. Beluga whale sighting confirmed. I'm not insulting your wife too. Please don't beat me up. But after Fresh and Fit challenged Eric for a boxing match, he decided to accept it. In the video, the Abba and why do they keep saying Abe and Preach YouTuber? They gotta fix this, man. You really can't just bully Abe. Also expressed his thoughts on comments made of his wife. He said, "It sort of happens that I'm in the U.S. next week. You want to fucking do this shit? Let's go. Both of you. I'll be in the U.S. next week." So basically what, I don't know if I addressed that first, but Preach has challenged Fresh and Fit, whoever these dudes are, challenged both of them, both of them to a boxing match, and they backed down. And they told everyone oh, hey, we're sorry about this and that. And I'm seeing a video, a photo here of both of these dudes, and man, I don't know why most women really want to talk to them from first look. Let's see. So it says here, about the apology. The statement read, "We apologize to our supporters. From this point forward, we are not going to engage in beef. We are here to help you guys navigate women, fitness, and finances, not drama. We are going to keep giving you guys the content you subscribe for. We apologize for deviating, but we are back on track. Men already got attacked enough in the space, and we're not going to contribute to it." No, you're not attacking these guys. You were just talking shit, and you got called out. Is this the end of the article? Yes. So it looks like that's the end of the article. So what's been the fallout of this? So the fallout of this is Albert Preach is still over 1 million followers, and the Fresh and Fit guys are out like 430. They've dropped down to 390. I say the worst they can do is 370. But when these type of things happen, the unsubscribers tend to come quick. But I'm very surprised. I really thought one of these girls were going to take the situation on the show, take it out of hand, and do some crazy things, and then that would be their first, rationing of followers. But for Abba and Preach to be the beef they had, it's kind of sad because they had one of them on there a couple months ago, and it seemed like they were really rocking with each other, and it was a pretty good podcast, whatever. But that's the thing. That's what I've been trying to say about guys with this red pill mentality. They are stuck in this old line of thinking that men have to just be overt. Whether it's towards women, you gotta cook, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, being a boss. You have to do this, and I gotta figure out my way around this anyway, even if it means turning back on you and this and that. They've gotten things twisted. And the thing about the way these guys are doing this kind of content now is they're doing so much online interactions with each other that when they inevitably lose control of their emotions or rational way of thinking, they say a lot of things that in real life would never transpire, because someone will be missing their teeth. I think they're in a very, very sensitive spot right now with their program, because if they have another L come their way in any form or fashion, it's going to hurt their reputation more. And I'm getting feelings now that eventually my prediction about a woman going on there and blowing the whole spot up is going to be coming closer to fruition. Because if you also pay attention to Fresh and Fit lately, you would have also heard about how Myron was trying to use the clout of the show to basically get a girl to hook up or whatever to be interviewed on the show. But the chick was like, "Why would I want to hook up with you to be interviewed?" Because honestly, ladies, if you're trying to get clout in Miami, why would you want to get clout with these guys? They're not even really that popular among women, so you're not getting the clout you want. You're just gonna get smashed and dashed, and you ain't gonna get Nathan out of it. Because most of the girls that come up on the show, it's funny, they be preaching all this, don't date whores, don't do this, don't expect nothing out of them. But they'll always have them on the show, and it's as guys, you tune in to hear these dudes say women ain't nothing. If women are on the show, that means the only thing you're doing is just making fun of them, which isn't helping out anyone, especially the women too, because you probably could get around to them if you talk to them, but these dudes don't know how to talk. That's why when the women start talking, things get out of control and stuff. Half the time they be like, "No, stop talking, okay, everyone." But a lot of times they say things that rile women up, and then they don't wrestle that pin. Then he wants to act like that Frank White, whatever that thing is, that BS. So there's that. Yeah, those guys, they wrote a cash that they couldn't check, and I'm just hoping that nothing bad happens out of this. Because I've also heard rumors about Fresh apparently buying a gun. I don't know about, but I honestly don't even hope there's like a legit boxing match thing made out of this too, because you know, this isn't men having beef and then monetizing it. That's great for them, but I just think with the way things are socioeconomically in this world, we need brown-skinned people to, you know, be as peaceful as we can with each other. And I would like if they settled this beef, kept it settled, and just don't work for each other again, or, you know, maybe eventually, you know, do like a thing where it's like we apologize or whatever, because, you know, and that's the thing, like, you know, I hope Myron and Fresh understand too. Like, you guys are black or whatever you are, you're brown, you're dark skinned, whatever. You're not, they gotta get out this mindset that living in the white entertainment space is you know, just something they could chill with and be like, well, we got our subscribers, we getting our money, we getting these hoes, it's all good. It's like, no, like, when it comes down to it, that's why it's important to, wherever you are, you know, make sure your people are really supporting you. And here in America, I think all brown people should support all brown people. And by that, I mean people who recognize their African descent, you know, or descended tree, their African descended tree. I'll just say descended tree. You know, the ones who do recognize it. And you know, we all come together, because I don't want to see no one get knocked out over nothing stupid like this, and I don't want to celebrate seeing, you know, black men losing their subscriber counts and everything like that. You know, we all don't want that to happen. But I will say I don't agree with the red pill, as I will always say. That's not my niche. Black men should not follow the red pill. And if Fresh and Fit were to fall, in order to be the example that black men need to be like, hey, the red pill manosphere does not have our interests, and you don't trust them, well, then, you know, some things are meant to be. But either ways, I really just hope Preach doesn't knock Fresh or Myron out, because I've heard he used to be a bouncer. I've heard this dude actually did box some. He has some, like, you know, training. He's got background. It wouldn't be good for Fresh, and you never know, he might hit him hard enough and kill him. You know, boxing is a sport that you don't play around with, especially if you're not a boxer and you boxing somebody that knows how to box. Because if they feel like letting go of their discipline, they can literally maim you and change your life forever, and that would just, I don't want to hear that. Either way, tell me what you guys think.